Statistics, Modeling, and Finance, Chapter 4, Inferential Statistics, page 27. Chapter 4, Ending Quiz. This was the second attempt. You passed 100%. So remember, number 1, another name for the student table is the blank table. You said T table, and that is correct. A T table is another name for the student table, named after the pen name of its inventor. Number 2, here are the 12 most recent sales in a market area: 148,000, 162,000, 145,000, 151,500, 150,000, 149,500, 166,000, 156,000, 152,000, 160,000, 155,000, and 147,000. What is the standard deviation of the sales? You said $6,456.15, and that was correct. Here's the formula. Use your HP12C. You press the F shift, clear, and S, and then you're going to enter in all those numbers. 148,000 S plus 162,000 S plus, and so on, all the way until you get to 147,000 S plus. Then you press the blue G shift S, and then answer is $6,456.15. Number 3, a statistic indicating the proportion of the total variance in the dependent variable accounted for by the independent variable in a simple linear regression equation is the definition of. You said coefficient of determination, and that is correct. That defines the coefficient of determination. How much of the total variance is explained by the independent variable? Number 4, an estimate of the variability inherent in the statistical forecast is the definition of. You said standard error of forecast, and that is correct. That is how the standard error of the forecast is defined. Number 5, to estimate, calculate, or indicate in advance is the definition of. You said forecasting. That's correct. That defines forecasting, which means estimating in advance. And lastly, number 6, the unexplained or random aspect of a relationship among variables is the definition of. You said error. That is correct. That defines error. Errors can happen at random. End of page. Chapter 5, Valuation Models, page 1, Overview and Learning Objectives. Overview of Chapter 5. In this chapter, we will investigate valuation models. We will study mass appraisals and automated valuation models, AVMs. Mass appraisals are employed frequently by assessors as well as some appraisers. Usually, mass appraisals indicate appraising a large number of properties in a municipality for ad valorem assessment purposes. We will study pertinent parts of USPAP, such as Standard 5 and Standard 6, Advisory Opinion 18, and Advisory Opinion 37. AVMs are employed by lenders and appraisers. We will look at various kinds of AVMs and see some examples of how they are prepared. We will discuss new types of AVMs, such as appraiser-assisted valuation models and hybrids. We will view some current trends in AVMs. Learning objectives for Chapter 5. Upon completion of the chapter, the participant will be able to describe and illustrate mass appraisals, define and illustrate AVMs, End of page. Page 2, valuation models. A model is defined in the Dictionary of Real Estate Appraisal, 7th edition, published by the Appraisal Institute as, number 1, a simplification of reality. Number 2, a representation describing an underlying logical structure, relationship, or behavior. Appraisers use models every day. If we employ a gross rent multiplier and use the equation that value is equal to the gross rent multiplier multiplied by the gross monthly unfurnished rent, that is a valuation model. All capitalization formulas are models. If we develop a cost approach, we follow the model that value equals cost new minus depreciation plus site value. In the last chapter, we discussed linear regressions at length. A linear model is defined as a model where an independent variable's marginal contribution to the value of a dependent variable is consistent or is constant over the entire range of the data. For example, for the variable square feet of living area, the linear model requires each square foot of living area to add equally to value. End of page.